What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are reviewing the Aile Strike Gundam, the GAT 105X, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, X105, sorry. So this is probably by far one of my favorite Gundams. So my favorite kit of all time is probably the Sinanju, but this one here is a legitimate Gundam. it's in its name. So this is easily my favorite Gundam of all time. It's such a cool look. It's just an amazing looking suit. It's so clean. It's so tidy. As you can see, it's gotten a little bit extra love and care from me that some kits don't get. It's got stickers and things, which I don't normally do. There's not a huge number of opportunities for panel lining. There is some along the leg and things like that, so I should probably do those eventually in the underside of the shield. But it's been sitting up on a shelf and not doing a huge amount ever since I built it. So there it is. Now, one really cool thing about this is it comes with this humongous base. So the Strike launches from the Archangel off its normal launch platform, and this is a replica of its launch platform, along with the umbilical cord in the back, which is the main thing that helps hold it up, which is really cool. So I can put this in some just crazy lean forward poses and like launch poses, and it holds it, and it's fantastic. Now, when it comes to articulation, I actually haven't done a huge amount with this, so I don't know. Let's find out. I am aware that the backpack is very inflexible. About the only things that move on it are the thrusters, and these little wings move up and down just a little bit. Otherwise, it's pretty inflexible overall. I like to kind of have it in just the standard launch pose, but let's flick it into something else and see what else we can do. Alright, so I figured it was best to have it kind of suspended in order to do any articulation on it. So don't mind the mega size unicorn over there. So let's zoom in. So its articulation is pretty decent. So move that wing out of the back. So you get a full kick back, which is awesome. And there's a bit of armor movement gimmick happening at the knee as well, which is really cool. The toe is a bit disappointing. There's not a huge amount going on in there. So it goes up. So that's not bad. And then down. The ankle is pretty blasé. Let's be honest. The arms are pretty good. Oh, yeah. This butt flap doesn't likes to stay onto the thing. Doesn't like to stay onto his butt. So let's see. We've got the arm. Arm is a pretty good bend all the way up. It would go further, but I refuse to get rid of that gun out of the hand because the hand does not hold it very well, and you don't have a huge amount in the you've got a pretty decent forward bend in the chest, which is quite nice. So back and forth like that. So that's pretty straightforward really overall. It's quite a cool little kit. Let's get that in there. This launch pad mechanism is probably one of my favorite parts of it. I can't hold it at too much of an angle or else it falls off like that. So let's move that to the side, just get him standing. He holds the weight really well, which is quite cool. So barely have to have him standing forward at all in order for him to kind of counterbalance that huge pack on his back, which is a nice bonus. In fact, he's not really leaning forward at all. So let's grab a couple of other kits for a bit of side-by-side size comparison. But Morty, I hear you say, you never do side-by-side size comparison. And so, well, you're not wrong. I very rarely do it. I've done it maybe twice. But I'm doing a new filming setup, as you might be able to notice, and I felt like doing something different. So here is the Master Grade Sazabi. Yeah. he's a big chunky boy and he dwarfs everything. Now, next we have the Master Grade Dynamis. So as you can see, it is a little bit smaller than your 00 kits, but it doesn't make it any less cool. In fact, I'd probably say it's cooler than most 00 kits personally. And for one final one, there's the Core Gundam. Just baby little Core Gundam from the V2 unit. So he's of a moderate size. He's pretty average overall. For the strike kits, he's definitely the average. He's a little bit bigger than I believe the Destiny or the Freedom are, but I don't have a 1/100 of either of those, so we'll find out when I get one of them, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, you will notice there is a lack of beginning or time-lapse to this. There is a story. So, first off, let's get rid of the Dynamis. And let's get this all back into the position I prefer, shall we? Take that off. Steal the butt flap back. Come here. Never wants to come out. There we go. Can put flap back into this part. Just the wires. Reattach. Come on. I need to do something about that. Make it from the picture. There we go. So, as I said, you will notice there's no time-lapse or beginning part to this video. So I originally had them. There was errors in it, which I realized after filming them, but also I deleted them by accident. So I had a pretty terrible week a couple of weeks ago when I first built the Zeta Gundam, and that was the same morning that I deleted all the footage from building this guy. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that. On the plus side, I have recently acquired the Strike Rouge kit, which is essentially this one, but pink. So I am looking forward to building that, and hopefully I'll have some time-lapse footage of that one there for you in case you're interested. So I'm going to leave it at this. I hope you enjoy this video. It was a little bit disjointed and all over the place, so hopefully it makes sense. But I'll find out in post, I guess. If you like this, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please help my channel grow. If more and more people watch this, the more I can do it. And that'd be really cool. But yeah, I will see you in the next video.